Hey everyone, Monroe Man here with Bany, and today he's going to show us all about tricking, which is an amazing form of art with a lot of spins, tricks, and flips. And so he's going to give us a little demonstration, and then I'm going to interview him to find out how he got involved, and he might be able to teach us how to get started ourselves. So it's all yours.
Cool. So I guess I'm just going to start off by explaining what tricking is. Tricking is pretty much it's like gymnastics and martial arts. So you're getting the best of both worlds, but tricking isn't really a martial art where you could use it to defend yourself, say if someone was coming at you, but you sure could use some of the moves that you learned from tricking to attempt to defend yourself. And I feel like these moves, they're very powerful because in tricking you're trying to generate momentum to keep yourself going for the next move. So say I was to throw a front kick. I would come in, and right when I come back, I would see my opponent again. So I would start to think of another move that could go with that first kick that would generate another move that would make it look almost like it's one continuous move. So I'm going to demonstrate what I mean. So it would be front kick, tornado kick, and that would be one combo.
Awesome.
But once you start getting into the more advanced levels, like when you start throwing flips, that's when you really start seeing where the momentum starts coming into play. So a lot of people I've noticed they have a lot of trouble with the backflip. And the backflip is the easiest. The backflip is the easiest trick in the book because physics is literally doing all the work for you. All you have to do is jump as high as you can and bring your knees to your chest. And when you do that, that motion of you bringing your knees to your chest and tucking in generates the spin. You tucking gives it the speed of the spin. So the higher you jump, the harder you tuck, the easier the backflip is going to be. I could throw a backflip, not even think about it. And that's because the tuck and the knees coming to the chest, once you throw it, it's mental memory, it's muscle memory. You'll remember it for the rest of your life. You'll never have to do it again. You have to do it once. That's it.
Cool. Well, that was pretty awesome, and saw some cool moves here, some cool tricking moves. And if someone wants to get started with tricking, what's the first thing they need to do? What's the first move? What's the basic move somebody could learn?
Kicks. Kicks are they're very basic and they're really fun. And they're also very powerful.
Let's see the tornado kick again.
The tornado kick, that one's just, you're coming in, so you're generating kind of momentum to do the trick first. So you're coming in like that, you're stepping, and then you're jumping, but this leg comes up first. You leave this leg tucked, and this one comes out. So you always want to be looking at your opponent once you do the move, because if you do the move and you end up facing that way, then what is the use? It's no use for it.
Very cool. All right, I just convinced him to do a few more moves. So stay tuned, keep watching.
Alright, so I guess we could make this into a corkscrew tutorial.
Let's do it.
Right. So a corkscrew is probably one of the most advanced moves that you're going to learn before you start transitioning into transitions. Now what I mean by that is transitions is here, I'll put one right now. So a transition would be you're doing a gainer, which is a kick backflip in a way, but you're landing with the foot opposite of the one you kicked with. So you would want to be landing with this foot so that this foot can come behind and swing again. But we're not going to get into transitions today. That's just what the corkscrew is basically is. It's the most advanced trick before you can start getting into transitions and really start having fun with the arsenals of tricks that you've built up to this point.
Can we see the tornado again and that gainer again?
The tornado kick and the gainer?
Yeah, let's see them both.
Okay. In a combo?
Sure.
Okay.
That sounds great.
So in a combo, the tornado kick and the gainer would look somewhere along times. So you're trying to make it look smooth every time, like as smooth as possible. And that's the thing I like about tricking, because once you get into the air, there's no coming down. Like, you're on a roller coaster, you're not gonna jump off if you get scared. You're in the air, so you have to commit to the movement. That's the problem some people have, is they'll throw a backflip in midair, they'll just let go. And in a backflip, any trick you do, any trick you will ever learn, you have to stay as tight as possible. That's why, like, you could do like 10, 15 backflips a day, and you'll have abs by the end of the week. Trust me. But yeah, guys, the corkscrew. Get back to it.
Yes.
The corkscrew is basically, it's not complicated. In your mind, it may seem like
it's not complicated, he says. In
your mind, it may seem like it's very complicated, because the initial thought process of a person is, this is gonna break my neck if I do it. And it's not. Because I've had like many accidents and my neck is still intact. But basically with the corkscrew, you're starting off like you're doing so with the gainer, which is called a J step. So the J step, you could either do 3 steps or you could do 2. With the corkscrew, I prefer to do 3, because you're generating a lot of momentum for that kick to throw you into the air and spin you 360 degrees. So it's a gainer with a 360. So you're doing the J step, 3 steps. Once you hit your last step, your opposite foot, the one that you're gonna be kicking with, is already getting ready with your arms to swing through into the corkscrew. But with the corkscrew, when you're swinging through, you wanna be aiming for this shoulder on this side, so that when you get like around this point in the air, you're already spinning. You're not doing anything. All you're doing is throwing the J step with the kick, and you're staying tight, just like the backflip. The backflip, all you're doing is jumping, bring your knees to your chest, and staying tight. The rest, physics. So here's a corkscrew demonstration.
Corkscrew.
Corkscrew. Let's do it.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Do you guys want to see it again? I do. You're gonna have to do it again. Gonna have to do it again.
All right. So what I like to do.
Watch this. This is amazing. Watch what he does. Go ahead.
I like to kind of like skip into it and then take like 2 steps instead of taking the 3. I feel like it generates momentum for me, but you guys can do it any way you want. I'm not telling you how to do it. Go out there and have fun. Here it is again. So as you can see, man, when I take off, I'm already like clenching everything I have so that I could stay in that little like force field that I've created in order for me to do like my trick in the air before I come back down and fall or land, or a lot of ways I could go.
And again, what is, if someone wants to get started with this tricking, it seems like all of these seem very difficult to even get started with. Is there a basic move that you have to learn that you could teach now that's like, hey, practice this at home?
Oh yeah. When you're starting off as a beginner, I would highly recommend you start off with your kicks, because once you get like 3 basic kicks down, you're gonna start to realize that those kicks are generating momentum so that you can throw, say, another kick you've learned. So, like I said in the beginning, with the front kick and the tornado kick, you could do it with like a front kick and an outside crescent. You could really like, just like have fun with it, you know, like just go out there, throw kicks, look at some tricking videos. There's a lot of them, a lot of the things that you do in tricking as well. It's not just like moves to like impress people, like it's kind of like breakdancing in a way. Like I could throw like a windmill, and then I could do like a gainer.
Let's see a windmill and a gainer.
Windmill gainer.
Windmill gainer.
So, like I said, it's not really like serious. This is like fun. Like, so you want to like just think of stuff and really just like throw it into a combo and see the outcome. So that windmill gainer, I just came off the top of my head because I was mentioning breakdancing, and the windmill is a breakdance move that looks pretty cool when you throw it into like a tricking combo. So here's the windmill gainer.
So cool. Now the question that a lot of people have is the flexibility. I'm not as flexible as you, I don't think, with my legs. I know I can't do, at the moment, like I cannot do like a roundhouse or that type of kick. Are you generally this flexible? Did you learn? Did you study and practice?
For flexibility, I would highly recommend Tai Chi. Even if you don't know anything about Tai Chi, basically you just want to get in your room, get off your phone, that's the first thing, and just like start moving. Just start moving. Pretend like you're in control of the air, or you're in control of like a magic water bubble. And basically using your creativity, you're just like bringing this water bubble like across, you bring it down, you can bring it down, you can bring it back up. As you can see, not only am I doing cardio and I'm doing like a form of art, which is Tai Chi, but I'm also working on my flexibility, because as I push this water bubble to this side, this leg is pushing me to come over this way. And so like if I go the other way, the leg does the same thing. And I'm not even realizing it, because I'm just like so focused on not breaking this flow of motion that I've created.
Cool, this is really great. Well, you got a little introduction to tricking. I'm sure you'll be seeing more of Bany, and maybe he'll be teaching me how to do some of these things. We'll see. I'm twice his age, more than twice his age, I think, but maybe there's a little left in these knees to give that a try. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Bany, for the tutorial. Please like, subscribe, share this with friends, and I hope you'll follow my Krav Maga and Nunchuck black belt journey as well over these next few years. Bye, guys.